This is going to be a tough video for me. We've already seen one stock market speculation game in Matsumoto Toru no Kabushiki Hishogaku. Now strip all of the complexity of that game out where you had moment-by-moment day trading, a real-time clock that made you deal with the stockbroker's schedules, and the ability to commit financial crimes. What you're left with is the money game. Just about the most basic, stripped-down stock market game you could make. This is the first Famicom game by Sothel. They'd go on to make, well, a lot of garbage. And before the Super Famicom ran its course, they'd drop out of the software business and start making RFID tags. In the money game, you're a poor kid with just 1,000,000 yen to his name. You've got a girlfriend, but she's pretty demanding, and wants you to have more money, a nice house, and a nice car. And so you sit in your little apartment and trade stocks, trying to get it all. The game is divided up into levels where you have to acquire a certain amount of cash and other belongings before a time limit runs out. For level 1, you have to buy a car and a house. That will cost you about 16 million yen. To be able to beat the game, you need to increase your wealth by roughly 12% a day. Most stocks shift around 5% a day. So unless you're picking out the big winners, you're going to be in trouble pretty fast. You can get good stock tips by calling people on the phone, but the really great tips cost a lot of money. You can also call your girlfriend once you have a car and arrange a date with her. Another place you can get stock tips is in the newspaper. The daily headlines give you a piece of news that will affect a stock over the next few days. And you can also check stock prices in the newspaper. There's also some other economic indicators like the dollar to yen exchange rate. They don't actually have a whole lot of bearing on the game. On the computer you can buy and sell cars, houses, and of course stocks. You have to buy shares in increments of 1,000. So at the beginning of the game, the maximum number of shares that you could buy are 2,000 in one of the cheaper stocks. So it's not like you can diversify. You buy one thing based on the tip that tells you it's going to perform well, then switch it out with the next thing, and then repeat that about 350 times. And that is literally everything in this game. There's nothing else to manage, nothing else to acquire, no risk-reward. It's literally just watching numbers go up. There's a sequel to this, The Money Game 2, and that one wound up getting released in the US as Wall Street Kid. The Money Game is definitely born out of the Japanese bubble economy of the late 80s. A time when turning 1,000,000 yen into 1,000,000,000 yen on the stock market actually seemed kind of plausible. Today, it's not even interesting as a financial simulator. Just a weird artifact of its time.